Hi, my name is Anne. I want to tell you my story, and this involves the gift I have to give to you. When I was a kid, I was really shy, and I grew up in a house where God didn't exist. So those two parts brought me on a journey throughout my life where I discovered that if you combine your body, your mind, your spirit, and your emotions into one cooperative whole, where they each work really well and they work together, that you're going to live your life easily, happily, with balance and with grace. I was really shy as a kid, and I remember once in second grade when we had art class and we were supposed to do finger paints. So the teacher brought the white paper over and put it on my desk and gave me some finger paints, and I just sat there. I didn't know what to do. I was frozen. So the art session is over and the teacher comes back and she sees my blank paper. She's really annoyed. So she says, just do something. And she took her hand and smushed it in the paints and made little swirls on my paper. I just felt really ashamed. And this shame and the shyness stayed with me for a bunch of years of my life. It made my stomach feel queasy, made my mind go blank, and I didn't feel good. So I discovered over time that if I went jogging, or if I meditated, or if I talked to somebody about my fear, that I started feeling better. My stomach calmed down, my mind was clear, and I wasn't shy and scared anymore. I felt good. So then I'm in high school. People have always told me that I'm pretty smart, and school mostly was pretty easy for me until I got into honors physics as a senior. In that class, I'm in with a whole bunch of boys who are super smart, and they seem to know physics without even getting the teacher. The teacher was an ex-Army sergeant who loved to talk about the Army, not about physics. So I have no clue. In that class, I get a C-. Again, I'm scared to raise my hand and ask for help because I'm shy, so I wasn't able to express my smartness, my brightness. But my dad was a big support for me, and he always told me that I was a bright person and that I could do anything I wanted. Later, I realized that physics wasn't my thing. When I was in college, I discovered that I love listening to people, hearing their stories and their struggles, and I discovered that I had an innate talent for being with them and empathizing with them. This launched my career as a healer. I was a masseuse, I became a nurse, and then a family therapist. After being with hundreds and hundreds of people and helping them on their journey, I realized that you can't separate the mind from the body or the spirit or the emotions. So now I become a wife and a mother, and I have an experience that brings in my own physical challenges. I enter menopause. I gain weight. I'm tired because I don't sleep. I have hot flashes. I'm cranky. And this is affecting my family in a big way. So I realize that I've got to do something about this. I talk to doctors, I read, I do research, and I've discovered that if I take the right kind of herbs for me, the right kind of supplements, get my exercise good, that I'm in good shape. Finally, I was getting the sleep that I needed, and I wasn't so cranky. My hot flashes went away from a great acupuncture treatment, and I'm still taking these herbs and the supplements. My family is happier, and things are working better. So I also found out personally that physically I have to take care of myself, and that affects everything. Affects my relationships, my spirit, my mind, and my feelings. I came from a family that didn't believe in God, but I was also the type of person who wanted to get on my own journey and find out the truth for myself. So when I was 15, I had this feeling inside that said to me, I wonder if my parents are telling me the whole truth, or if they even know it. And then when I was 22, I took a Hatha yoga class where they did deep relaxation and meditation, and I loved it. It calmed my mind, it calmed my body, it gave me an experience of the beginning of spirit. So this for me marks the start of my spiritual journey. I spent a bunch of years later reading books, going to retreats, visiting different spiritual teachers, and studied many disciplines. I liked them all. Every single one of them gave me something of value. So I grew to really appreciate the variety and the diversity that we have in this world, in that venue, and that stays with me today. So today, this is the gift that I bring to you. That Spirit or God or whomever you call that force is with you your whole life, in all of your journey. And if you listen to the inner voice inside, you're going to know that God is with you, because you're going to be happier, you're going to do things that bring you joy, you're going to feel love. From working with hundreds and hundreds of people in my life and my career, I have found ways to really assist you in this, so that we can together work with the struggles in your mind, work with your body and what you need, work with your feelings, and just work with your own particular brand of spirituality. This is one of the greatest joys of my life, is watching you find your true happiness. Now, I would like you to think of people you know who might be inspired by my message and invite them to watch this video. And if you are so motivated, please make a comment in this space below and tell me a little bit about you. Or if you'd rather, just vote for me in that other space below. Have a blessed day, and thanks so much for watching.